was so lost in the euphoria of that jam that I forgot to start the theme song. So here is our theme song.
Oh,
Welcome, and good evening, everybody, to another episode of Into the Gridge. I welcome all the players who are here, and those of us who have passed beyond the veil.
you can't
been
say
fired.
that.
Again in a
They've
couple
been
weeks.
fired.
You can't actually just say that.
I can
I think
actually
I
just say
did.
that.
I don't think.
Thank you, Riza, for helping me out here. Max will be on to play as Bert in just a moment, but in the meantime, Kaylee, can you give me a recap of what happened last time?
Oh yeah, let me. This is all I have written down. It's so awkward. It's just
That is
Blank.
pretty tough. I guess I can step in for you.
Oh, because Kayla wasn't here last
It's
time.
because it's a joke about how I'm never here.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
More specifically, just that last time, because you do take very good notes, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Um,
You also missed a lot.
yes, Riza.
I have a question for Jake. What do you think is in this?
Oh my god.
What do I think is in that?
Yeah.
Like candle wax? I don't know.
Good guess.
Yes.
That's a good guess. You are unfortunately so wrong.
It's nerds.
What
They're
are those nerds?
They're nerds.
Okay.
I guess you could melt
All right,
them.
that was like nowhere near the list of things I was gonna guess.
I think that was the point of the question.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good job.
It did work as intended. Anyways, so last time we sort of picked off right where we had left the postal party, with Kurog realizing that Genevieve was this weird source of big evil and bad vibes. And then Kurog did just sort of take a sip of a miscellaneous bottle of liquid that was on the table and passed out.
That sounds right, to be honest.
The rest of the party did then engage in battle with Genevieve, who was trying to defend her home.
Not the rest of them.
True. A couple people, namely Finian, and I feel like Dorian did a lot of fighting there. There was a lot of, I'll tell you what, in and out of people holding person and investigating and not tying up said held person.
Yeah.
And
You know what? I did a
beating
little
that
math, though.
held person. But at the end of the day, it was funny when they successfully killed Genevieve, revealing that she was not Genevieve, but in fact an incubus. The same incubus.
Oh, like
that,
the band?
yeah. The same incubus that you had been unable to deal with when it had charmed Columbo. You found some evidence to further support the plot that the demons had to overthrow the town. And just as most of the party left to go get the sheriff and be like, hey, we gotta do something about this, Dorian, who had been left in charge of watching the body to make sure it didn't disappear, immediately abandoned the body to go look at the rest of the brewery. And sure enough, when the other 3 members of the party were confronted by the sheriff, they went back to see the body that they had left and find this evidence, and there was none to be found. This led to the sheriff,
according to some people, there's no
placing them all in jail for the night.
All right.
So
Good job, everyone.
Finian is back in the mailbox that she was originally held in because everything else she could have slipped out of. Cerberus and I have it written down here. Bert and Cerberus are in one cell. Kirog and Dorian are in the other.
Come on, I didn't even do anything. Come on.
You cannot see into each other's cells. There was like a solid wall between them.
Damn. Can we still talk to each other?
Oh yeah, you can hear.
Okay.
There was a tender moment between Columbo and Cerberus, and I don't remember where we left off. Did you guys take a long rest, or were you going to try and bust out that night?
Oh, I don't think we considered either of those options.
Yeah, I think we didn't
What
even
of you
talk
to
about
assume we
it.
thought?
Yeah.
Well, ladies, gentlemen, and those not restricted by binary definitions of gender, welcome into the Gridge. Now, all right, so we smash cut to Kirog wakes up. You are all in jail. Columbo has just left. What are we doing?
Not again.
It is.
Dorian, has Kirog woken up yet?
It's like pushing 3 a.m.
I mean, I don't know.
Oh,
I have. I have, and I'm so mad.
Hi, Kirog.
You have, and you're so mad.
I'm awake and I'm angry.
What are you angry about? I don't understand.
Well, when I fell asleep, I was not in jail.
Uh-huh.
And now I woke up.
Okay.
And
so you're mad at us for moving your body while you slept. I understand.
Yeah,
I think what they mean is they're mad at us for being in jail. For getting in jail.
I don't think that's the reason.
Y'all could have gone to jail without me. And that would have been okay.
I don't know.
You know what they say
we have to take you
postal
to jail
service.
too.
Solidarity forever. You all go to jail.
I would like to talk to Bert about that being part of the union contract.
If one of us goes to jail, we all go to jail.
I mean, because if you think about it, how is the mail going to get delivered if we're all in jail all the time?
I defer to Bert on this one.
Someone's got to be out.
I believe the contract says that if anybody's in jail, everyone else has to bust them out. We don't really believe in that as an institution, so we're not really fond of sending people in on purpose.
Didn't you leave me out of jail so I could have busted you out?
Oh.
We weren't really necessarily in control of the situation there.
Oh,
yeah.
Well,
technically, I didn't read that part of the contract because,
Ever the contrarian, Cerberus screams, everybody.
Well, I ain't part of your union yet.
Cerberus grieves, but Cerberus doesn't reads.
We have to have one character that's illiterate, right?
I think that's it. That's in sort of our players' union.
Yeah.
That somebody has to be illiterate every campaign.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, sounds like we're gonna bust out of here. Did I get the hint there right, Bert?
Well, I mean, we're kind of in here now, so the contract doesn't really have any stipulations regarding that.
Oh, okay. Did we want to bust out?
No, I was planning to die here, actually.
Oh, I mean, I don't want to go against your wishes there.
Okay. Maybe we should just bust out. Look.
Yeah. Who
has
the biggest arms?
Not me. I have the weakest arms, apparently.
Can you go over the jail situation again, Perry?
Yeah, so you guys are in jail. So Finian is locked in the mailbox again, sort of out, separated from you guys. Then there are 2 cells right next to each other in the back of the sheriff's office. So there is just sort of a small hallway here with these 2 cells in them. You are occupying the entirety of the jail.
Okay.
They don't really have to do that anymore for the most part. And then in the front, so you are separated from the offices where the sheriff and deputy sit.
Okay.
And then are there people in the building?
Yeah.
Are there like guards and shit?
You would have to. You can't see. The sheriff like locked you up and left.
What about Sabatka?
Oh yeah, where's the owl? Is he in
Make
prison?
me.
Does he have a little bird cage that he's in jail?
Yeah, what about Percy?
Percy stayed at the hotel. You think Percy went out on a mission with you guys? What are you, insane?
Well, you know what? That's fair.
They probably do. Roll.
There's like a 90% chance I'm gonna misty step out of here anyway. But if I can say
just
that,
roll a d20 for me, Max. I wanna.
I love having a fucking. Are you? I love having a d20. Are you feeling lucky, punk?
Over.
Yeah, just an. Are you feeling lucky check?
Yeah, over 10, and you have Sabatka is not locked up.
10. You did say over.
I did say over. So I think what it is they have Sabatka is not like in a cage anywhere, but they put like a lead around one of his little toesies, and he's like just on a roost.
His little toesy.
Where?
Just like outside the cell. Like you can still see Sabatka.
Okay. But he is not in a situation where I can and it's advantageous to me.
No, not. I mean, he's got like a foot of leash, really.
All right. And do we have any idea what we're being? Honestly, because
murder.
Right, Bert doesn't necessarily see the value of breaking out. Like he sees it in hey, it's great to not be in jail and fuck jails, but we can't go anywhere. They're already really pissed at us for breaking all the rules.
Right.
Breaking more rules.
They in jail specifically for murder.
You are in jail for having broken into 2 homes, assaulted and tied up the doctor, and now maybe murder. Murder's not off the table.
Is this going to be a frog court situation again?
Why do we keep
Jared's
going
not here,
to
so
court?
probably not exactly like frog court.
Is this going to be like frog court?
No. Well,
yeah,
I mean,
I don't. What is the plan if we get out of here? It's just hey, I know we keep flagrantly violating all of these rules.
We would have to go. Well, is there?
We can go into the freezer.
We need evidence
for forever.
Actually, that's a good point. We could just live there forever.
Harry, we're just we're just gonna fuck this one. We gotta redo it. This one.
We're just gonna run it from the top. Yeah.
I might just fuck this whole thing up.
Yeah, exactly. So what? Yeah, I think you were having a good discussion though about what is the plan after you break out.
We need to find evidence that what we did was justified, so they're not mad at us anymore.
What if we take over the sheriff's office?
Mutiny.
Yeah.
How are we going to get evidence if we're mutinying?
What if we're the law, though?
I feel like
they have to put the sheriff in jail.
Yeah.
Jake's getting too heavy into the philosophical implications of the legitimacy of justice in the law. And that doesn't necessarily fully help us.
No.
Don't we have letters or something? We have letters or something, right? Is that the only evidence we have?
You found them, but they were
did they
taken
disappear
with the
too?
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah, because the letters were at Doc's place, which Doc would have held on to, obviously, and then the ones at Genevieve's it was sort of scrubbed of evidence when the body was taken.
Not great.
Would so I cast, like last time I was here, I cast like detect good and evil a lot.
Yeah.
Has it been so long now that those traces of evil would be gone?
That detect good and evil is instantaneous, isn't it?
I know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you that's not behind total cover. You also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated.
Okay. It does, and that's just an action, it says? Probably, or a bonus action? Yeah, so
one action, yeah.
That's sort of an instantaneous, you can vibe it out and then, like, remember kind of a thing. But it is not, like, you are constantly...
No, I know. But what I'm asking is if...
Is the evil that you saw still there? If you were to cast
it been so long that the evil would have faded? Because if I can go there again and cast it and be like,
I see. Okay, yes.
Look, Sheriff,
yes.
There was evil.
Based off what everyone was telling you and the vibes you got, there's a slim chance that might work. But I believe you are out of those.
Well, I was asleep.
That would have been a short rest.
No, that's not true.
Okay, well, we could go to sleep
now.
I was
asleep for all of last session. That was a short rest.
Yes.
Lies.
Okay.
We only played for an hour and it was combat, so like.
I'm just assuming that with I know Misty Step and Invisibility. I assume I could just get out of here at will at any point and then get everyone else out. So like if we all just want a long rest and then kind of fuck shit up later, I feel like that's on the table.
Yeah, but then what? Like
then we maybe do your thing.
Well, but then we can't but we have to because I can't do it unless I long rest.
Yeah.
But if we long rest, then I feel like it's definitely going to be gone.
Right.
Unless there's something in Genevieve's house that was like the source of her. If there's like more evil in that house. Where is actual Genevieve?
She was the bones, we think.
No, but so actual Genevieve is dead.
Yes.
Shit. That would have been good if we could have found real Genevieve. And we
that is the thought that actual Genevieve is the bones.
That's the person we're probably being charged with murder for.
So if anyone knows like some necromancy.
Sure don't.
No. I don't know necromancy.
I know reverse necromancy.
I can turn into a wolf.
Now, hey.
Kayla, I want you to know that we heard it and we appreciate it.
Necromancers, the other day my coworker was like, what exactly is a necromancer? Is that like Jesus?
It's not like Jesus.
Actually, not.
Yeah.
Not.
This was because I was telling her about the book I just read, and she was like, I want to read it, but I don't know what a necromancer is.
What?
Got it. Was it Gideon the Ninth?
It was.
Yeah, hell yeah. Anyways, so you're it sounds like taking a long rest, and tomorrow you're going to.
I just have nothing for this.
Okay. All right. So everybody, you can take a long rest. You'll get your spell slots, your hit points, and any abilities back. I will note you were stripped of your weapons and armor when you entered into here. And any items you weren't wearing were taken.
No, my lasso.
Do we know where those went?
They're kept like in the front room, like where the office is.
Sure.
So you guys sleep, and the sun begins to rise, and you were up so late that it's not quite long enough for a rest as the sheriff barges in and says, well, figure it's time I start asking questions. Get to the bottom of this mess.
So it is like
right.
Which one of you wants to go first?
I was asleep.
Perfect. Get out here.
Jared's like, I was on the back.
And the sheriff unlocks the door and begins to pull you out, Kirog.
Right, you broke out of jail.
Locks it back up again and leaves the other three of you alone. As the sheriff gets out of sight, is there anything you guys would like to do here, or do you want to finish your rest?
I don't really have a need to finish my rest.
Okay.
Yeah,
But,
I don't actually have to finish it either. So
I will say it's getting to a point where you might take exhaustion. You've just you've been up for a while.
Oh, well, okay. Maybe I will finish it then.
So y'all keep snoozing as Kirog gets interrogated.
Wait, what do you mean? I was asleep.
I was on the bench.
Why am I getting interrogated?
You're already part of this party.
I thought she was letting me out.
Absolutely not. She was pulling you out to separate you from everyone to interrogate you.
That's not what I heard.
She takes you into the front office, and there is a chair across from her desk. You see that the deputy, who is normally just sort of over to the side, is sitting in a chair up by the door, sort of guarding that.
That man is sus.
Hard to pass. And the sheriff just sort of sits down, takes her hat off, puts it behind her on the wall, and is silhouetted by the massive ring of her huge, undeniably large cowboy hat. And she looks and says, all right, what'd you do yesterday?
What did we do yesterday? It's been like a month since yesterday. We went to the farm. I cannot remember why.
Which farm?
The cattle one.
All right.
And I think we were sent there on some assignment. Is that right? Wait, I have notes. Fuck this. I was here for this part. Fuck you all. Hold on. Oh, okay. So remember we came here and we were like, we want a building for the post office. And you were like, Deimos has this building. Go talk to him. And we were like, dope. So then we went to the farm and we tried, but then we found that Deimos was not there, but there was a lot of blood. And
Hang on, back up.
Yep.
Did Deimos is missing?
Yes. Right? Yeah, we never found him. Yes.
Now, that is interesting. Keep going.
Well, at least he was missing yesterday morning. So there was a lot of blood, and I detected evil, and I saw that there had been a fight with someone quite short.
Mm-hmm.
And
you learned this how?
I just knew it. Oh no, I talked to a cow. I can talk to animals. I talked to a cow.
Right. Okay.
And the cow,
I'm sure that came in handy when you had to sort of calm down my Pegasus. Sort of just talking to it, right?
No, I was incapacitated for that mission.
I see. In your cups. I understand.
I didn't say that. I was.
Well, there's only one sort of incapacitation I'll let happen around here.
All right. Anyway.
Unless you aren't getting sort of your jimmies off somewhere else, are you?
Huh?
You know.
What?
Lighten up.
I don't know what that means.
Smoking some of that devil's grass.
No. Don't do the grass.
All right.
Do I need to
if you see anyone with it, you let me know. Maybe I'll look favorably on you and your pals in there.
Okay. Anyway, weird. Anyway, so the cow told me it was someone that was small. So then we were trying to put together who in town was of that stature. So we went and we couldn't find. We talked to.
Well,
Now, you having trouble remembering?
No,
'Cause I got some folks. No, I got some folks around town who can tell me just what y'all did.
No, we went to the apothecary
Mm-hmm.
and we saw Doc. And I tried to detect evil to see if he was up to no good. And I found that there were some barrels outside that had some remains in them, which is
Right.
suspicious, seeing as we're missing a person.
Indeed. Well, so you claim.
Okay. And it turns out that he was making some love potion for Genevieve, but he was being real shady about
Right.
it.
Well, and I'm going to tell you, Doc ain't a he. Doc ain't got none of them pronouns.
Sorry, that's my bad. I apologize.
I'll let you off with a warning.
Thank you.
This once.
But they were making some suspicious stuff.
Doc was.
Doc, sorry. Okay. Sorry.
It's real. You only got one name to remember.
Okay.
Real simple. Like, come on.
All right. But Doc claimed that Doc did not know that there were bones and acid in the vats.
That, I'll admit, is suspicious.
Yeah,
almost as suspicious as our alchemist making potions. Whoa.
Well, yeah, because there was evil stank coming off the potions. That is suspicious.
Was there? And now, can you name to me sort of what ingredients go into each of these potions?
What potion?
Well, any of them.
No.
Right. So, would it not stand to reason that there may be some evil things what might be used for better purpose and mashed up and boiled up and put into potions?
No, because there were bones in it.
All right. I see your point,
Weird.
Mr. Og.
So then we went to check on Kenneth. He was just hanging.
Mm-hmm. Right. I did hear you harassed.
I don't recall doing
general
that.
store keeper quite severely. Well, a number of you, I have been told, are banned from the general store. Hitherto and beyond.
And can I be honest though? We can all agree Kenneth sucks, right? Like, all right. Anyway, then we went to see Fiddledig.
Mm-hmm.
They were chilling.
Yep.
And then we were like, well, the only other short person around is Genevieve. And she was the one that wanted this mysterious potion anyway. So then we went and I detected evil again. And this time it was real evil. Mm-hmm. And it turns out that Genevieve was no good. But then I did fall asleep. And the rest I am unsure of.
Convenient. You were asleep.
Yeah.
For the altercation your party seemed to engage in at the distillery.
Listen, I'm not happy about it because I'm pretty sure if I had not fallen asleep that this would all be cleared up.
Oh, would it now?
Yeah, well, they don't do well with being left alone is what I've found.
What I find is fascinating is a lot of them do well with shoulda, woulda, coulda. So here we are trying to find what facts we can. I appreciate your time, Mr. Cura. You got anything else you want to tell me about?
So you found Amos?
I didn't say that.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what, though. Maybe it's just because you ain't been around much. But I still like you a little bit, Kirog. So tell you what. You tell me what them friends of yours did. Give me any clues about what's going on here. Hard evidence. And I'll let you out. Let you go.
I mean, I don't.
Y'all don't seem to know each other as well, anyways.
I don't know how I could find you hard evidence from inside a cell.
You're there. They trust you. Talk to them.
Oh, you're trying to make us snitch.
Well,
That's cool. I know I've read these stories. That's cool.
I'm
That's
sure
cool.
you have. Now, I've lived these stories. This is my job. And if you want to make it harder, you can go right in there with Cerberus and Bert on the shit list.
He's doing a big eye roll. Kirill does not love authority figures of this
All right.
kind.
Fine by me. And you see the sheriff reach down and open up a drawer. And they pull out a notebook and slam it down onto the table. And you can just barely see the top of it says shit list.
Mm.
And the top spots right now are Cerberus, Bert, and then he puts you in the bottom.
What did I do?
Well, don't at least put a little heart next to it.
Get up, Mr. Og. And he stands up, and she goes to walk you back to the cell.
All right.
All right, and you are back. At this time, the rest of you have completed your long rests. All right. Well, might as well get this out of the way. Bert, seem like you'll be honest at the very least. Come on.
We did get a long rest, right? Because we napped.
You did, yes.
No, just checking. Yeah, all right.
And Kira, you are put back into a cell with Dorian, and Bert, you are taken out.
This cop sucks.
Yeah, we've been new.
Bert sends out all cops stuck.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah. How are you today, Mr. Jankowski?
And better days. Yourself?
I'm sure you have, and I'll tell you what, I've been having a string of better days. Going on 3-4 years now. See, we sort of had things figured out in this town. Nice and calm, peaceful. Folk went about their business. And then you all show up into town. Start making my life hard. Now, I will admit, I was ready to cut you some slack. New folk in town, gonna shake things up. But, being here going on, 5 weeks now? You should have settled in. And yet here we are, after a night of 3 break-ins and several assaults. Now, why don't you tell me why I shouldn't have you locked up? What am I missing, Mr. Jankowski?
Yeah, well, the body, for one thing, for the demon that we killed. That's not your fault. That's on us. We should have probably secured that a little better. But it was there. I can tell you that much. And it's not there anymore, which kind of, I admit, makes us look a little suspicious there. But it was there. There's much evidence, letters, and those are gone too. So it's pretty unfortunate, if I do say so.
That is convenient for you.
I'd say it's pretty inconvenient because it means I'm in jail.
Right, but you know how that looks, right? You somebody to blame for all this. Oh, it was here. I swear, Sheriff. There was plenty of evidence. There's a body and everything. Now, the only body I got is in pieces.
Uh-huh.
All right, hold on. With the love potion stuff.
Yes.
Doc just thinks he was at Genevieve was asking him to do that for normal reasons?
Yes.
Yeah, because they're like a couple. Well, him and real Genevieve, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Are a couple.
Yeah, but like it was enough for like the whole town, right?
Yes, it was one for everyone.
Has anyone brought up that that's fucking weird?
I guess I did not.
I haven't really considered that, but yeah.
I bring up that that's fucking weird.
Right. Now, this was something your colleague failed to mention. You said there were an odd amount of potions here. Too many, in fact.
About enough for everybody in the town, I think. That's a lot.
All right. That is. Now, that is good to know. I'll be talking to Doc about that. Don't you worry. Now, tell me. If there were all this evidence at the distillery, what was it evidence of?
We believe it was communication between the two demons that we'd seen in the basement of the Love Shack. but they were not seemingly confined there. They were just kind of, doing their thing, being sneaky like.
Right. Tell me, Bert, if I may, how long ago did you see these demons? It's about a month ago.
I tell him how long it was.
Yes, yeah. Right. And now, why is it that I have not been brought into the loop on a demon outbreak in my town until this morning?
I mean, they were in Amory's establishment. I thought that was kind of her responsibility to bring that up to the law enforcement. I apologize if.
Right. Now, I get you.
That's a good answer.
I would have thought you big city folk were less naive.
What?
What part of Genevieve's establishment sort of screams of indiscretion?
How is that our fault? Sorry, I'm not there. But that's what a dumb thing to say.
I'll give it to you.
Well, yeah.
Right. Most folk want their business there kept quiet.
That sounds like their fault.
Amory don't want me poking around none. And
Did you really not mention it to anybody and it didn't make its way back to the what the fuck?
Abernathy knew.
Yeah.
Abernathy and Amory.
How is that not their job? We're new here.
Yeah.
All right.
Cops, that's why we didn't fucking snitch.
So,
Yeah.
demon outbreak. All right.
Wait, and then I'm going to mention, I was going to say one more thing. Just like, yeah, if you go, maybe perhaps if anybody can detect evil in the brewery, there might still be some of that lying around.
Okay, right. That's good to know. Well, I'll just talk to all them mighty magical folk out there. In the meantime, I prefer to do things more hands-on.
Oh, please.
Simple. Face to face.
What?
Honest. Now.
Okay, well, I can appreciate that. I love making stuff. I'm a carpenter by trade. If I haven't brought that up.
Oh, I love
making stuff with my own hands.
No, you have. You mentioned it plenty. Now.
But if you're dealing with magic, sometimes you got to work with magic,
Right. And Bert, help me out here. There's some pieces in your puzzle I'm missing. How is it that these demons are connected to the misfortune that befell Doc at your hands last night?
Well, before we, again, there was stuff with Deimos, and we were kind of concerned, and we weren't necessarily sure who was who and who was doing what. If you're clear on that, because it turns out somebody was impersonating somebody, but it turns out that somebody was Genevieve. But could have been Doc. We weren't sure.
So we have a fake Genevieve in town. You're telling me?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. It seems like.
Right. So this fake Genevieve and mysteriously disappeared body are the ones you dealt with last night so magnanimously.
That was a big one.
All right. Good to know. Now, what if I told you, well, you were all snoozing. I called myself some shut-eye and had my deputy go around checking up on folk. What with all the hubbub, people were a little spooked. You know who he ran into? Saying his house had been broken into, things rifled through. Why don't you take a guess for me? Deimos, our missing friend.
Yeah.
Now, he's accounted for yesterday, which I think is curious, given your claims. That'll be all, Mr. Jankowski.
Wait, there's still one sneaky demon unaccounted for, though, right?
Yes.
I that is my parting thing there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. One of them demons. You couldn't get rid of both of them. Apparently, the loose thread, I suppose. You're the only ones in town who can take care of it. I need your.
I'd love to work with everybody to do it. I'd love to make this sort of more of a group effort.
All right. Fair enough. Wonderful. And the sheriff
Kill him
walks
with
you back, Bert.
kindness. Kill him with
Yeah.
kindness.
And, well, might as well rip the Band-Aid off. This is probably the one I'm looking least forward to.
That is not the real Deimos.
Mr. Greaves,
Bert,
let's go.
Oh, all right.
And he begins to walk you out. The rest of you, Bert, do you tell them anything about the interrogation you just had?
Well, he's standing right there, right?
I presume they have walked through the door. They're gone. So you can talk to Kirog and Dorian freely.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I give the basics of what I told them and what the lines of questioning were.
Yeah. So you guys
And
now
just
know
like,
that Deimos has been found.
know that there's a Deimos.
that is not the real Deimos. So,
Yeah.
if we want evidence, I say that what we would do is if we broke out, we go find fake Deimos and don't lose the body this time.
Fake boast.
Fake Deimos.
All right.
And
And as you guys begin to solidify the plan for after Cerberus, you are sat down across from the sheriff, and she just stares at you.
I feel like you're supposed to lead this conversation. I wouldn't really know where to start. How's your day been so far?
Not great, Mr. Greaves. Not good at all.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anything I can do to make
Oh, you've done plenty, haven't you, Mr. Greaves?
Oh, I have? Oh, okay. Well,
Interesting. Very interesting. Writes down some notes. Just keep staring.
okay. I mean, I don't know what. Are you trying to find like contradictions in our story here or something? If you want the person who pissed off the general store owner, that's yours truly, and I don't regret that. Pissing off somebody who's an asshole is a crime, then I guess you can throw me in there for however long you want. That's not an invitation.
So you admit to committing a crime in front of the sheriff? Well, deputy, that seems like what I just heard, ain't it? And you see the deputy just sort of nodding vehemently by the
What's
door.
the crime? Pissing somebody off? I don't understand.
Well, you said if pissing somebody off is a crime, then you've committed it. You have sentenced yourself there.
Yeah, but it's not a crime.
What?
Yeah, what kind of justice system are you running here? That ain't no crime.
Well, the law ain't always just, Mr. Greaves, but it is the law.
Not a day. Not this.
All right. Well, I feel like this is a situation where no matter what I say, you're not really gonna get anything out of it or listen to me. So I'm just gonna.
Don't you worry. I've been listening plenty. You've been doing lots of talking for me.
Cerberus is just gonna stare at the wall.
All right. She stares at you for about another 10 minutes, then finally gets up and walks you back to the cell. All right. Mr. Danger.
Mr. Danger!
Come on. Let's get this over with.
Okay.
I don't care to interview the little one. I don't think I'd get much out of her anyways, so it's you and me have a chat.
She's like alive in there, right? Like you said. Like
yes.
She can still breathe. All right.
Oh, she's doing. I don't know where she got it. Somehow had some libations that she did partake of. So your little friend's doing fine. Don't worry. And walks off again and has Dorian and sits you down. All right, Mr. Danger. I don't know much about you. Enlighten me.
All right. Sure. I mean, what am I supposed to say? I just came here because I wanted to get a job and help deliver some mail, and now we're stuck in this town. And there's some sort of weird demon shit going on. You know?
Tell me,
yeah, sure, what?
Mr. Danger, and I apologize for interrupting. I am just mighty curious. Where are you from originally?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't really like to talk about my past.
Well, considering the circumstances, it may behoove you to share.
Okay, sure. I'm from New Elf City.
Right. And what is a fancy-looking gentleman from New Elf City like yourself doing so far out east here?
Well, man, I don't want to come over here and tell you everything about me.
Oh,
Man,
well.
aren't you
Thought
just
we
gonna
could be
ask me
friends,
about...
Mr. Danger.
Okay.
Thought we could come to some sort of arrangement.
Okay.
Just trying to get to know the folks what torn up my town last night.
Hey, look, we weren't trying to tear up nothing, okay? We just,
No? I got several buildings with evidence full of the contrary.
Oh. Yo.
I love the Risa sound.
All right, look, we were trying to figure out what was going on with, the shit we found.
Right. Right. Now, why don't you tell me what it is you think you found? I'd like to hear it from all of you.
Okay, I mean, sure. So, we saw some bones.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And we were like, whose bones could these be? Let's try to figure this out. Because we don't want no bones out and about. Like, we don't want someone being dead.
Right.
So we were
this
looking
is some
around.
common ground between you and I.
Yeah. Okay, see, we have things in common. Okay, that's great.
What?
But, I mean, we were just trying to figure shit out, We don't want things to go to shit. And
yes.
It all came back to this demon.
Tell me, I'm not quite so familiar with the inner workings of New Elf City, but when you find something odd, something dangerous, as you have all described it, tell me, does each citizen take it upon themselves to investigate, or is there sort of an organizing body
Who are you gonna call?
Which looks into these things for you? Maybe a qualified sort of body.
Okay, I see what you're saying here.
Okay, good. I was worried I was going to have
something
to
strange
a little further,
and it don't look good. Who are you gonna call?
Sometimes you gotta figure things out. Yeah, they could be, harming someone close to you. Don't want to get anyone else involved.
Right. And were they harming someone close to you?
Potentially. I mean, in a matter of speaking.
Mm-hmm. What manner are we speaking, Mr. Dorian?
Oh my lord.
Oh my lord.
And she sort of leans forward and laces her fingers together.
I hate
Come on
this
now.
shit.
What's going on?
Your answers are important. Were they hurting someone close to you?
No, look, okay. I just don't want anyone in this town getting hurt by some weird demons. See what I'm saying?
I do.
And I just wanted to look into it, make sure everything was okay.
Right. That's fair enough.
You totally should ask for
Well, I was just curious. I had heard from a few folk around town you'd be getting mighty close with my friend Deimos, but I'm sure he'll be happy to hear that's not the case between you two. Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Danger. I wouldn't want to pry for any further details.
What an asshole.
Yeah, whatever.
What an asshole.
And
God.
The sheriff walks you back to the cell and then leaves you all there to go and sort through the case in her own.
Dorian is frowning the biggest frown.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, God. I don't think anything could happen that was worse than what they did to me. But
Dorian, that has to be the biggest frown I ever seen.
Yeah, well, I'm upset.
I can see it through this wall. That's how big it is.
They didn't even offer us lawyers.
What?
They
Lawyers?
didn't even offer us lawyers.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Isn't that illegal?
Yeah,
Damarum's pretty advanced as far as the legal process goes.
Well, yeah, like what's a lawyer?
Listen, there's if Glunkus was a lawyer, there's lawyers.
Okay, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's why Damarum is so progressive legally, because Cyphelzenix had lawyers, and Damarum now has a high population of immigrants from Cyphel City. So of course there are more lawyers in Damarum, but that has not
And
necessarily
they've got organized labor. Yeah.
Yep.
I hate it.
That was actually the organized labor was a Damarum thing that they've started to sort of adopt. Now, Max, what part of let's think back to the campaign. What part of Cyphelzenix seemed to have?
No, I'm talking about Damarum saying organized labor would lead to having more rights regarding.
Oh yes, I see. Yes, that's.
I mean, it makes sense that immigrants from Cyphelzenix would want organized labor.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah, what are you guys doing? It's they've given you some rations for lunch.
Wow,
and,
yeah.
It's getting to be about mid-afternoon.
We're
Oh, Max is doing a little look.
This is entirely non-useful. I thought isn't there a cantrip that makes stuff taste good?
I feel like prestidigitation maybe does that.
Cantrip.
That's what I was looking at, but I see warm chill or flavor up. Oh, that's of non-living material, so you can make stuff that's not food taste. Okay, that's weird.
Food's not living anymore, dude.
Yeah, food is dead.
Oh, is that what that's talking about? Okay, then yeah,
it's like you couldn't flavor. You wouldn't flavor a car, except by the rules of this spell. You could. You wouldn't flavor a horse.
Okay.
I would flavor a car.
Yeah.
I would definitely flavor a car.
Just so I could
I make it taste like a classic Damarum style pizza.
Hell yeah, it is.
I don't know what it
delicious.
is. What are the rations that they give us that I'm like?
It's like slop, man. You're not sure if it's porridge or like mashed potatoes or what is in here. There's some glop in a bowl.
Sick.
I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I offer everyone else.
It tastes good, but it is a weird sort of texture sensation to be getting this flavor delivered through. You know?
Yeah. So then I offer that to anybody else who would like their slop flavored.
Yes.
I would love some slop flavor.
Yeah.
Flavor.
You all eat your warm pizza go-gurt out of your bowls. And that brings us beyond that.
We're busting out, right?
I think we should get out and find whoever is claiming to be Deimos. Because I think it would be suspicious if Deimos is suddenly back and wasn't saying anything about being attacked.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I think that sounds reasonable.
Also, that cop hates weed.
Yeah, what a loser.
That cop does hate weed.
Which is
what a
super
loser.
lame.
Yeah.
Which is weird. What's going on?
Like, of all the things to be mad about in a town that you exist in for eternity, you're just gonna hate, like, numb the pain. Just do the weed.
Yeah, why do they do weed?
Okay, so we could pretty easily do this. I Misty step out, grab whatever the keys are, and just kind of unlock everybody.
Yeah, and then you knock.
Does it benefit us to like?
Well, we need our stuff. We need our stuff, which is.
I'm just saying, does it make sense for all of us to get out of here, or is there any scenario where it's like leave someone behind and then they'll help us somehow? I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas.
I think they're going to be suspicious even if one of us is gone, so we might as well just.
Are you able to? You can't Misty step somewhere that you can't see, right?
I think I've got to see it. Let me double check. But
is there windows in this room?
Misty step is also only like 30 feet.
30 feet
I'm
unoccupied
just
space you can see.
wondering if, like,
Does have to see it.
I also think you should knock the sheriff out. I don't know
There
if
are
you
not
said
windows.
that, but I
No,
think
you
should
can't
knock the
like
sheriff
see
out.
outside.
so I was thinking if we could do another distract like we did with Doc, where,
I could turn into a wolf. Yeah.
but
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
you're a wolf.
You're
is
like
that what you
one of
said?
us.
Yeah.
One of us
Oh.
goes, tries to do something, and then come back so they don't alert everybody.
Oh, I could like pretend I'm a werewolf and I'm like turning into a wolf.
I could
Or you
like
could just turn into like a
use-
fly and leave. If
Yeah.
you're doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't unlocked that yet.
Okay, but we still need to get our stuff.
Perry, can
You
you
don't
not
get-
turn
you don't
into
get
a
the-
fly?
You don't get things with flying speed. This is
Yeah.
wild shape, not pod.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, well, like a cockroach.
I do not know how wild shape works explicitly, Jake. Could you read it out for us?
I think it's like it's animals that I've seen before. Or is it only a specific one? That's what I'm.
I feel like I thought it was you've seen before. So you can just be like a mouse.
Well, you
rolling
could
out
say
and just
you've seen
investigate
like
it.
any animal before.
Right, exactly. That's why I'm like, I don't just want to say I've seen like every animal that could be on
But
land.
you've certainly
you know?
seen a fly. or
Well,
a
here's the other
dog.
thing. Cerberus, is you've probably seen quite a bit. You are a nature documentarian.
I know, but like, I don't want to just turn into anything. I feel like that's like not like I don't know. Like it's not like
You want us to
You
live?
I'm not
should
saying
turn
anything.
into, like, a
We're just
crab. I
pitching.
think
Like
that'd be
all you need to
funny.
be is a mouse.
okay.
Or,
I mean,
yeah,
yeah.
or we can all break
Shrimp.
up. Or we can all
Yeah,
break
I mean,
up.
Perry, if that's fine, I will just do that. That's fine.
We need more
Absolutely,
than
you could be a
one of
little
us.
mouse. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna turn into a mouse then. Sure.
All right. Yeah. You turn into a mouse, and you're able to skitter out of the cell.
Can't you turn invisible, Jake?
What?
I have
No,
invisible.
sorry, Max. Sorry.
Can I? What?
No, I meant to say Max.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
You men, you all look the
Um,
same.
And as you see Cerberus begin to sort of squeeze between the floorboards into the front office, that is where we are going to take our break. We will be back at, let's call it 8:10. Let's get a round number in there. So about a 13-minute break. Thank you all for joining us so far, and we will see you soon.
What the fuck is that?
They're nerds.
Oh, yes. You didn't get to play Reese's game.
You didn't ask Max.
Anyways, it's time for a break. Oh, there it goes. All right, welcome back, almost everyone, as we get into our second half of tonight's episode. I brought the ASMR intro energy there, which is not sort of where we were in the middle of a breakout. Cerberus, Kayla, you did a boomer.
Yes.
The boomer. I was just trying to say that during the break, Perry was trying to convince me that this cop was a perfectly okay person.
I said was acting normal.
Perry is a cop apologist. And I learned over the break, and I think the world needs to know it.
You guys want to know what I did over the break?
Normal, I guess. It's not necessarily
I ate a
out
chicken
of
leg.
character.
Hell yeah, face up.
Wait, what'd you do?
I ate a chicken leg.
Fuck
Good.
yes.
Did you eat the
Very good.
bone too?
No.
Well, what the fuck is the point?
Cerberus, I'd like you to make me a stealth check, please.
Sure.
As a little bitty.
Jake, can you give me some mouse noises?
Oh yeah, ASMR mouse.
Oh,
Ooh.
I like how we all had the same reaction.
No, I was just saying.
Thank you, Max. Stealth check.
Yes, please.
Certainly
12.
with advantage for being a mouse.
For being a mouse, yeah.
No, well, I would
Stealthiest
think
of
the advantage
creatures.
would come from a mouse's incredible dexterity score, would it not? What is your dex?
My dex is. Oh, as a mouse?
Yeah.
It's the thing you sent me, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, you are a mouse now. You roll with mouse statistics,
Oh, mouse.
except for
mouse
your brain
stats.
ones.
It won't fucking open on my computer, on my fucking phone. There we go. There we go. My mouse dex. The modifier or just my dex?
The modifier.
It's +0.
What? Okay, sure. Take advantage then. I thought this is a good
Trying to-
idea. I thought being a smaller thing would make you more
Trying to
dexterous.
set me up, Perry.
Or like you would have had advantage on stealth or something for you being. Yeah, this is what Cerberus looks like.
Ooh.
My God.
So yeah, it's 10.
So we stick with the 12. We're gonna see what the
Actually, it's 10, not 12.
You have
I
a
see.
-2 in
I
stealth.
see. No,
if we're using the mouse stats,
the mouse
it's
stats.
10.
Sorry, how is a mouse not stealthy? Who made this stat block?
Wizards of the
Wait,
Coast.
this mouse
Have they seen a mouse?
I,
was more like Wizards of the
Don't know my
Never
Yeah.
Seen a Mouse.
you
Yeah.
get past the
Let's
sheriff.
prove that mice are stealthy, because clearly these people have never seen a mouse.
You get past the sheriff, no problem here, Cerberus. But as you try and get out the door past the deputy,
Fuck that guy.
Barnaby Underwood does clock you and reaches down. I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please, to see
Like,
if you don't
clocks
get
me as-
grabbed.
Like clocks me as a mouse or clocks me as server.
Sees a mouse and is
clocks
going
you
to
as
grab
gay.
you. They are. You can tell they're on high alert for a breakout here.
What was it, Perry?
Dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Point of view, you're
14.
Cerberus, and I'm about to grab you.
Let's see.
Cerberus mouse.
We'll call this sleight of hand. You said you got a 13?
Mouseberus.
A 14.
14. This person needs to roll below a 10 for you not to get got.
Okay.
On a 15, you are picked
No.
up by the scruff of your neck and held near your.
Classic.
Oh, well, hey, little guy. What are you doing in here? Look,
Ew,
look, Sheriff, I caught a little mouse.
You should bite.
What do you do,
No,
Cerberus, as you are sort of hoisted into the air?
Oh, I think it is a better situation if I don't bite him because he seems to care about me and not want to kill me.
Okay,
Right.
whatever. Be nice.
Make me a performance check.
Okay.
How well can you pretend to be a mouse?
What? Okay. So what? I use charisma for that.
Okay,
Yes,
what if
so
it was
that
a
is
nature
yours.
check?
That is my Cerberus charisma.
Yes.
Okay.
Your Cerberus charisma to
I
Use
feel
your
like this
Cerberus
should be.
brain to pilot a mouse body.
I feel like this could be a nature check. Is all I'm
That's
saying.
That's a 19.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're a good mouse. To the point where the sheriff's like, just
Are they gonna
get
put
the
clothes
damn
on me?
thing out of here.
Are they gonna adopt me? What's about to happen?
No. Barnaby just sort of opens the door and walks you out, and you see him reach into his pocket and pull out a little bit of like a hard cheese and set it down on the porch for you before he goes back inside.
Oh,
I'll see you around, little buddy.
oh.
If only they cared about people as much as they care about this random ass mouse.
Cerberus, you are outside. Where are you going?
I'm gonna eat the cheese first.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good. It's some
Yeah.
tasty cheese.
What kind of cheese is it?
It's a nice aged cheddar.
Ooh, okay.
Very very sharp.
This man after my own heart. Yeah, I'll eat the fuck out of that cheese.
Oh yeah, you nosh on it real good.
Okay.
Does he look like this sad mouse?
The sad mouse. I don't know what that means.
You don't know the sad mouse?
No.
Like that claymation one, Kayla?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. No,
Thank you.
he looks like Riza's
Mouse.
little porcelain mouse.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
I want to show him the other weird things that I just have.
So, Cerberus, where are you going? What are you doing here, Chief? It's the middle of the day. People are walking around town, but there is a tension in the air.
Okay. Bert has not Misty stepped out, right?
Correct. It's just you.
Okay. Where did Bert mention where Deimos was?
You just know that he is accounted for. You have not been told where he is or where he was.
Okay. I don't want to go all the way to the farm as a mouse.
Okay.
Yeah, Hawk could come and eat you.
Go ahead, make me
But
a history check.
I will. Okay.
Make me a history check first. Let's see if
Okay.
you remember something.
Can we discuss in the cell while he's doing that if we all want
Yeah,
to leave or
absolutely.
not?
So yes, we flash back to you guys. What are you guys doing?
Well,
I'm basically
I think
like,
we
do we
should-
all want to go, or
Yeah, let's go.
do we?
Trust this guy enough.
I feel like it would be helpful if we all went, but I don't know how we're all getting out of here.
Yeah, I don't know if I.
Well,
have
I guess
anything.
I would step out and then I would somehow incapacitate and steal and do all that stuff. to the
Well,
deputy.
I mean, okay. Are these normally locked cells?
Make me an investigation check.
Okay.
Or normally, are you looking to see if they're magical?
I was looking to see if they were locked with a key.
Okay, then yes, this is investigation.
Okay. Come here, Mr. Dice. Oh, that's nice. It's a 19.
Yeah, I mean these are just your standard lock and key cells.
Okay. Is there a guard nearby?
Nearest guards you know of are just the sheriff and the deputy, about 15 feet in the other room.
Is there a door between?
There is, yes.
Is it cell door? Bars.
They
Or
cannot
like-
see in here,
Okay.
but it's not like a soundproof. They could probably hear if there was a commotion, you know?
Okay. I see.
What you doing?
Well, Bert, I think you might have to think about that because I don't have anything that could get me out personally. Not that I can think of.
Same.
But the other option is we trust Cerberus, and if they come looking, I just cast minor illusion and say he's sleeping.
I'm kind of worried Cerberus might get snatched up by a hawk or something, so that's my only
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
I will. Not gonna lie, it does sort of suck to only have 2 fucking spell slots.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna be like, I guess I could Misty, because I was gonna try to use Misty Step and then be invisible and then do something else. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna Misty Step out of the cell. That has been
Okay.
done.
And you cast Misty Step. You, Kirog and Dorian see just like a mist, a fog sort of spill through the bars of Bert's cell. And it begins to drift outwards. And then you hear an alarm go off.
Oh, come
And
on.
Bert, you are shunted back into your cell as the teleportation magic is hindered by some sort of magical wards in this room.
I didn't even think they'd be that smart.
And the door
I didn't
opens.
either.
And the
Started
sheriff
describing it happening. I was like, oh, fuck off.
Come on now, guys. Come on.
They're so
It's
stupid.
It's a magical prison in a magical land.
Yeah, but they hate magic.
They don't like using magic to solve crimes. That doesn't mean they don't like
That's
using magic.
so
to keep
lame.
people
If I
locked
was
up.
magic, the first thing I would do is solve a crime.
Okay, Nork.
Fair. Yeah.
Anyways, here is
He loves crime.
the sheriff walks back in and says, "Well, come on now. Which one of you was it?"
I'd point at the owl.
I also point at the owl.
Wait, shit. Did you cast
hang
Minor
on.
Illusion?
On. Yes, I did.
You would have had time, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, to like make a
I'll tell you what. Make an Arcana check because this is. I think we're pushing the boundaries of Minor Illusion here a little bit.
Well, it's like a 5-foot cube, so I'm saying he's like curled up sleeping.
All right, sure, yeah, that'll do. All right, well, now you know. Don't do it again. That alarm's damn annoying. I don't want to hear it. And the sheriff leaves again.
This little boy.
I spent an hour debating how we were going to do this, and it turns out that
Yeah, but it wasn't going to
Okay.
work. I will say I tell you what, I forgot about Wild Shape, so.
Now our only hope is a mouse who might get
Yeah.
eaten by a hawk.
And
he
now
doesn't
what?
have to stay a mouse now.
Now
He
what?
doesn't
People
have to.
recognize him. People know he's supposed to be in jail.
I'm like a wanted man.
They
right?
know
Yeah,
me.
exactly.
They know my voice.
Yeah. I'm like a
Um,
wanted man. I can't
yeah,
be myself.
Cerberus, what was your history check?
My history. Oh God, I forgot.
Oh my god.
I think it was. Wait, no, I remember. Okay, it was a 11.
You could have lied, you know.
I could have,
Yeah.
but
You-
I
I appreciate the honesty.
You can
don't
always
remember
lie, Caleb.
it's true.
exactly what the circumstances were surrounding, but you remember that when the succubi were impersonating Columbo for a brief time, they did just keep him holed up in the Thunderdome. You don't
Okay.
remember what part of it precisely, but you know that they don't like loose ends. You know?
Okay, I guess I'll go to the Thunderdome.
Okay. Are you still a mouse?
Yeah.
You sort of-
Yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's not difficult for you.
No.
To sort of navigate through quickly.
Plus, I don't have to have a whole conversation with Amory. It's it's just
Right. Yeah. You see, there are actually Doc isn't. Most people in town are actually here, having a
Oh.
drink and sort of commiserating about the strange events of the night before and discussing the party. And like, there's not a lot of friendly words being exchanged about you all right now.
Damn, we're just trying to save people from
Make-
demons. They don't
Cerberus,
even like.
make a perception check for me, real quick. Actually,
All right.
insight.
Insight. Okay. That was a bad roll, anyways. 18.
On an 18, you see that some of these people in here talking bad on you were your friends. You
Damn.
see Sister Harriet is not speaking highly of you, nor is Amory or
Damn.
who else were you guys friends with? Zell is not happy. Clearly, I mean, Kenneth is talking up a storm, like mad at you. What is the most interesting is that there are people who you haven't met yet. Cerberus, you did not meet Fiddledig, nor did you meet this rather large red dragonborn woman, but they all seem to be agreeing that,
We suck.
you guys were in the wrong. Yeah. You suck.
Huh. After all we've done to this town.
Yeah. You do not see Deimos, Abernathy, or TK in here at all.
Okay.
And you guys, you are able to continue down to the Thunderdome, and I would like you to make an investigation check for me once you're down there.
Ooh.
Bert,
20.
you can take a short rest if you want.
Dirty 20.
So here's the deal. Cerberus is a mouse, so this is taking a while. You know. Dirty 20. You look around and pretty quickly see that the door to the cabinet is hanging open, and inside you do see a wounded and breathing shallowly but not quite dying Deimos.
Oh shit! I'm gonna turn back into Cerberus now.
Mm-hmm. All right, you turn back into Cerberus, and as you do that, we snap back to the jail. Bert, they did not take your ring of mind shielding, and you hear a familiar voice as Barb, the barbarian, chimes in and says, "Hey, boss, there's a message coming through for you. It's like short. It's like maybe 25 words max. You want me to send it through?"
Yeah, sure.
And you hear the familiar voice of Abernathy. "Bert, I am in danger. Deimos came and tried to poison me? Escaped to catacombs. Please help. This is Abernathy." And with sending, you do get a chance. You have up to 25 words to respond.
I'm going to type this out.
Okay. As you do that, we're going to flash. We'll kill the time here. Cerberus, what do you do as you turn back and you see Deimos, this just hulking figure crammed into this little thing?
I'm like, Deimos, is that you? It's Cerberus. Do you need some help in there?
I'm doing so good.
I'm gonna try. Do I have healing spells? I do not have healing spells.
Check your items.
I thought I had a potion of some kind.
You have some magic vegetables.
Yeah.
You do have the magical frozen vegetables.
Okay, I'm gonna give some of those to him.
Okay, you give Deimos the magical frozen vegetables and heal him, and he's like, "Thanks. That feels better. Oh God, I feel like I got the worst hangover."
Yeah, they'll do that to you.
Where's the rest of you?
Like the rest of like my body parts, or like the rest of the.
Well, the rest of them folk.
Oh, in jail. Yeah, we were accused of not, I wouldn't say murdering somebody, but disturbing the peace, I think, is a better way to.
Well, I'll tell you what, the peace has been
looking for
disturbed.
you. Yeah, we were looking for you. We saw you got into a scuffle of some kind, and we tracked down one of those small fellers, killed him. I heavily participated in that part.
Wait, you got because it's coming back now. Someone looking like Genevieve came to the farm offering me.
Yeah.
You got him.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're safe. We're fine.
No, there's one more, which is probably the reason why you're here.
Another one, huh?
Yeah. We also think there might be this one might be posing as you, like they did for Genevieve.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I don't like that. We can set that right.
Yeah, sounds great to me.
All right, Cerberus. Well, you weren't accused of any like weed crimes, were you?
Me specifically? No, I don't
Well,
think
the
so.
lot of yous.
We
Yes.
were warned. We were
We were-
warned. We were
yeah.
told. We were asked to snitch on weed crimes, and I
Yeah.
was like, "That's
The
lame."
cop seems kind of like a weird stickler for it. It seems
Right,
kind of
yeah.
like
The sheriff,
lame
I don't
and
know
weird.
what her deal is, but she is on alert for that. Maybe it's because Aeneas is such a damn snitch about it, but
Oh,
we,
I don't know who that is.
Actually, her parents
Listen,
were
man.
killed by weed.
Abernathy and me like it kept quiet, so we appreciate you keeping it.
Yeah.
All right, let's
We should go straighten this out somehow.
let's get going.
If
And you guys begin to head up the stairs. Bert, what is your reply? Ooh.
Nice.
I was just kind of coming up with
Excellent.
stuff at the end there.
Okay.
Get what?
So yeah, you send this
for
message.
the listeners, the
Okay.
message is probably a demon imposter. We are jailed. Cerberus is out. Genevieve is dead. We'll try to help. Sheriff is prickly. Get well soon.
So polite.
Yeah.
And you send that, and time passes. Then you hear a strange scratching underneath the floorboards.
What the fuck?
And in a moment, a couple of them pop open. And you see a secret hatch is revealed. And you hear and your ring of mind shielding, of course, you hear, yes, wonderful. Mr. Jankowski, if you would please, the catacombs do have a few old escape routes. I can spring you from this prison, should you so wish.
I wish.
Well, hop into my hole, then. Wait, no, not, forget I said that, but please join me in my
Bert
dark
doesn't
days.
react.
Nope, certainly not. Just come here.
You know, like on the chart, like the axis of Bert fucks, but he doesn't know what sex is.
Yeah, yeah, that checks out. So all three of you are able to escape. However, you do have to leave Sabatka behind.
And all of our shit.
Well, yeah,
okay.
and all of your shit. But you're
Really
out of
shit.
prison. And
Okay.
Abernathy begins to lead you through the catacombs. And as he does, you all hear in your head now, do stay close. I must admit, I don't know where all of these tunnels lead to. They were here long before the town was, and I suspect they'll be here long after. But I have sort of staked off a claim within them, if you will. And leads you, Bert, you eventually recognize the familiar path as you walk for a long, long while until you reach the magical like growth room, where you see again those like long roots coming down from the ceiling that seem to have some sort of arcane energy, and it is infused into the soil here. And you are taken to that like smoking chamber that you were in when you learned about your patron, or tried to at least. You took a little bit of a bad trip, and that brings us back to Cerberus. So, are you and Deimos? What are you doing here? Break down the plan for me.
I'm thinking we bring him back to the sheriff's office, and he kind of like helps us clear things out. Obviously, I don't know that they left yet.
Right. And he also doesn't know that you broke out.
That's true.
You're not going to tell him that?
Oh no, I'll tell him that. So what I need you to do is I need you to vouch for us at the sheriff's office. I'm gonna be a mouse the whole time because I don't want them to like know that I broke out.
Okay.
Because I broke out.
Hide in my pocket or something.
Oh, I mean that wasn't part of it, but sure, I that's fine.
Well, come on. And he reaches down a huge calloused hand and lifts you up gingerly and sets you in one of his pockets.
Yes.
And as you get closer and closer up the stairs,
Does he have a hat on that I could like hide under?
no, the hats don't really work great for minotaurs.
I think he would look great. I
But
don't
think
know.
of the ratatouille-ness of it all.
Yeah, if he had like a baseball cap, I think it'd look great.
No.
Okay.
What about a
As
beret?
you get closer to service, it's dark in this pocket, but you begin to
Yeah.
hear Deimos' voice, but it sounds muffled and far away. And finally, you hear a door open, and much clearer now you hear Deimos, "What the hell?" And then further away again. "Well, but I'm right here.
Oh no.
That must be one of them demons." And the room is divided as two Deimoses now exist in this space, as you are a little mouse caught in the pocket here. Is there anything you would like to do in this moment?
So there's two Deimoses and we're just in a building.
Yep.
What is a mouse supposed to do in this situation?
You are in a full tavern.
Oh, I'm in like a full tavern.
Yeah, like everyone in town is here and sees like these two Deimos.
Okay. I don't know if I would help with this situation necessarily.
Great, because Deimos knows what he's gonna do.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a second because I don't know what he's gonna do.
And he just charges, busting through tables, head down in a charge at the other Deimos.
Best of luck in that
I feel
pocket.
like, would I fall out at this point?
No, you're like, it's a deep pocket.
Is
It's
there,
like,
like,
it's like
inside
he's
of the
wearing
pocket-
overalls, so you're like in the center pocket of his overalls.
Okay.
Okay, but inside of the pocket, is there like when you're on a roller coaster and it goes over your
Just, like,
head?
strap.
Is he just kind of like strapped in?
Just like some string in there instead of just like...
Yeah. Some loose thread to kind of
Yeah,
just.
Yeah, and just easily gores through this other Deimos, and shakes it off of his horns, and then dashes outside. And he says, "Sorry, Cerberus. I'm not risking going to the sheriff's office." And he just begins to run back to his farm.
Oh,
He's like, "You want me to drop you off somewhere?"
I was sent in the mission to look for you. Wait, can he hear me?
Yeah.
Just a mouse in his pocket.
Yes. Yeah.
Could I speak English as this mouse?
No, actually, I don't think you can talk in wild shape.
Okay, I didn't think so either. How far away from town is he? Because I guess I will like.
You're like running past the sheriff's office right now. You are still in town if you want to get out here.
Okay, I guess I will get out here. I don't know how to signal to him that I will get out, but I will get
You
out.
can just sort of like,
Yeah, I'll like.
and
do
he
that.
like lets you down.
I turn back into Cerberus.
Okay, yeah. He is
Yeah.
running off, and what do you do?
I didn't really have a plan beyond finding him. I didn't think I'd get this far.
I didn't think I'd get this far.
Yeah, I guess I will follow him.
All right, yeah. So you two run out to Deimos' farm. We're going to flash back to the rest of you. You are in Abernathy's little hideaway, and he says, "Yes, well, would anyone like some tea?" No, just myself.
Sure.
But I
Not too
trust
bad.
the
Yeah.
tea that this man is dealing.
And you see he grabs just some like chai and brews it up for you all and hands it out.
All right.
And he says,
Okay.
I would offer to make a latte, but it seems that I've not got my latest sort of deliveries from Deimos, which is a shame. I had a rather fine strain made up for him in exchange. But, well,
Class.
such is the way of the world. Now, why, pray tell, were you imprisoned?
Oh, it's such a long story.
Well, I find myself short on allies at this time. I would love to hear.
Same. Can we just?
Yeah, you tell
say
him.
that we
He's
did
like,
it?
Yeah.
My.
I'm assuming we trust him enough to tell him the full thing.
Yeah.
Seems like you and him have a whole.
Yeah. So yeah, you tell him what's up. He says, oh my. It seems that, well, these succubi may have already turned at least Doc to their side. And I will be honest, it's hard to gauge whether the sheriff just doesn't like you and is acting on, frankly, well-meaning instincts to protect the town, but
You should be careful about your weed, by the way. She's really not a fan.
yes, the sheriff
She
is
tried to get me.
quite a
She tried to
stickler
give
about
me a plea deal situation.
Now, why does she hate
No.
weed so much?
Oh, I haven't the
Weed
foggiest.
killed her parents, like you said.
I know
You said already.
that was just an assumption.
I'll
I
tell
mean,
you,
I think it's the only logical
You think
answer.
that's what happened? Some weed
Why?
like came to life
Why
and
else
killed their
would someone
parents?
hate weed?
Yes.
I really don't know. I guess it smells kind of bad. But whatever.
Tell me, all of you. I'm going to run through a list of people in town. Tell me if you think they are, for lack of a better word, turned towards the succubi's flaws. Would this be a helpful exercise for us to see if we can determine who's on our side or not? Or
I mean, maybe. Why not? Right?
okay.
Is anyone on our side? They
I
think
think
we
everyone
did a
probably
murder.
hates us right now. Yeah, they think we killed somebody.
Oh my! I didn't realize it was so severe. There was Deimos had come in to tell me there was. Well, rather, I've now begun to believe someone impersonating Deimos, perhaps one of these succubi,
Brownie.
came in telling me about some town meeting at Amory's and that you all had begun to act out. And when I took a swig of, the whiskey that was offered to me, Deimos began acting strange. Well, rather, the succubus, will say, for clarity's sake here, would not want to besmirch my friend's good name, but began acting strange. Seemed befuddled that some effect had not overtaken me. Now, I am not an expert in the apothecaric arts, but this did not taste like whiskey, not as I know it. So I do believe that they were trying to drug me with this love.
How come nothing happened to you?
I was going to pose the same question to you all. I don't know. It's curious, though, that, well, my guess would be that Deimos and myself are equally unaffected by it, but I can't quite figure out why. He says as he leans back and sort of lights up his pipe.
Yeah, I mean, I think it has something to do with that weed, to be honest.
So what you're telling me is that
My
the entire
goodness.
town needs to get high.
Oh my god,
well,
we have to put a big old
We have
weed.
to drug the town.
It
We
may
have to put a big old weed cloud on
be
the
too late for the rest of them, but
Is the sheriff the second fucking demon? Is it that? Wait, no.
you
we-
killed the second.
It was the-
Well,
yeah, it was the-
I
yeah.
see, yes, it is.
Yeah.
So what,
It,
are we assuming it was the fake?
I will tell you,
thing?
Max, the sheriff has been this hard on weed since before the demons were around.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
so
just
the
the sheriff.
just,
That's
doesn't-
it's nice of a red herring as that would be. That's just the sheriff.
Yeah.
Show Perry what you found.
Yay!
I'm going to
Whoa.
take a knee and drink it in the shower.
Okay.
Yes.
Me and Perry got ice today, so you're not alone.
Jesus.
Because
I took a bullet for you, Dean. I took a bullet.
Yeah.
Who's doing the icing?
Well, I tried the ice soup, but then Perry found it instead
Where did you put it?
in the drawer with the
In the gamer drawer.
the gamer drawer. I didn't consider that they would get to it first.
Anyways.
Committing alcoholism by hiding a 6-pack of Smirnoff in my own apartment that I live in by myself in the bathroom in the morning.
I supported this, Bert. Max. Sorry.
For
We're in it, folks. Anyway.
Sorry.
And Amber says, well, I don't know if the weed may counteract the effects, but certainly it is a preventative measure. Yes, Kirog.
Are we assuming that what he tried to drug you with was that love potion that Doc was claiming to make?
Yes, it was a.
Which is why
Well,
they
you
would
said
be trying
you
to
said
make...
the distillery was primed to be making love potion, sort of infused whiskey, so it would make sense to me that that was what they tried to get me to ingest.
Which is why they had one for everyone.
Yes.
So weed counteracts love potion.
It does seem to be the case in this instance. Although I will warn you, it is a rather pungent grass.
I have a joke, but never mind.
I want to know what the joke is.
Just usually, from what I've heard, weed makes people feel under the effect of a love potion at some time. So it doesn't make complete
Right, well,
sense that it would counteract it. But anyway.
As we all, prepare to face what may come, would you like to blaze it?
Oh, yeah.
And he
Hand
offers
that
all
over.
of you a chance at his pipe.
I mean, we have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kirog, Bert, and Dorian, you all hit the pipe, and
I'd like to point out that Bert is very bad at it. He has no idea what the fuck he's doing.
Oh, yeah.
right. Oh yeah.
Okay, so now we all have to be high. So everyone gets some weed.
Right. And I might have lost it. Where did I put it? I had.
I mean, if you think about it, this is medical marijuana.
Right.
Like, this is the definition
Exactly
of
what
medical
medical
marijuana.
marijuana is.
It's to keep us safe and healthy.
Where is it? I definitely wrote out like things for this.
I need
When you write
Grinch
out
to
things.
become so popular that we're monetized, and then an episode becomes demonetized because we talk about it so much.
No, we'll get sponsored by a
True, a weed.
weed.
We'll buy one
Yeah.
weed.
One weed.
One weed. Oh man, I guess I lost it. You have. We'll say it's like this. You three are high. You have disadvantage on dexterity and strength checks,
Jeez.
but you have advantage on charisma checks.
Okay.
I'm guessing that me being immune to disease does not help
It's
me.
not
here.
going to do it here. God, I'm mad about that.
Wait,
You're
so we're...
immune to
I mean,
Definitely have this. Sorry, what?
wait, so we have disadvantage on...
I'm going to look one more time in my phone because I definitely had something written down that was like what the weed does to you.
what we do.
I
What that
mean,
weed do.
disadvantage to dex and strength makes sense.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know how much more charismatic weed makes me.
Well, I want there to be some positive to it, you know?
I would almost say that we would have an advantage on perception type things and
Like wisdom?
Certainly not wisdom. Have you
I don't-
ever like messed with
Okay,
a high
no.
person?
okay, people who are high are very insightful though.
Yeah, that's true.
They be having thoughts. They be connecting some
Okay,
dots.
fine.
Yeah.
No
They're connecting some
charisma, you
thoughts.
get the advantage in wisdom.
Okay.
Okay. I like that.
And as your eyes begin to get a little red, Bert launches into a coughing fit as Cerberus, you raise your hand to sort of block your eyes from the midday sun. And that is where we're going to end the episode.
Hell yeah.
Wow, it's the exact same feeling. Both of us.
Yes.
Was there
Thank
like
you all
a
so
mouse?
much for joining us.
What? I'm not a mouse anymore. Don't worry.
The next time we would meet would be Halloween. So we will postpone that episode in favor of the holiday. So we will see you again in a month. God, a month sounds shitty to say, but I guess 4 weeks, huh?
I guess.
No.
I know.
We only celebrate Halloween in this.
My dirty little secret is I'm going to see Rocky Horror on Halloween, so I can't also be here doing this.
Yes, you've converted Perry. Hell yeah. So
All of my friends are going, so it's like I don't want to be sitting alone.
You know what? I think I'm actually going to go see Rocky Horror this year, so.
yeah.
Well, again, thank you all for watching with us. We will see you in some amount of time to continue on with this mystery. Goodbye.